Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a reading for the collective, all signs. Just a general message, no timestamps here. It is going to be the end of the year reading for December 2023. We're going to dig right in and see what messages Spirit has for us as we move forward, what things we can expect, what we need to release, what we need to work on, okay? So let's get started. Thank you, Archangels, Ancestors, Spirit Guides, for showing us what we need to see as we move forward into this new season, new year of our lives. What messages do you have for the collective? You start off with the Hangman, perspective, going within, taking inventory of who we are, where we've been, where we are going, making sound decisions. This is, it says there's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight and dare to be different. This is a great way to start this reading because I think as we are moving forward into the new year, that's exactly what we do. We go within, we take that inventory, we decide and make those resolutions. Even though I hate using the term resolution, we make those resolutions and we resolve to do better. We resolve to be healthy, resolve to be better. We resolve to dig in a little bit more into our spiritual practices to be more consistent in certain areas of our life. And it's followed by the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is earth energy, and a lot of times this card speaks to somebody who is financially accomplished, someone, it always says being looked over by someone kind, and sometimes I often take that to mean that Spirit is watching over you and guiding you to the prosperity and the success that you desire. So to me, I take this as a way of a message from Spirit saying that they are with you as you're taking this journey moving forward. So the King of Pentacles, it says someone who is successful, stable, accomplished, and powerful. It says that your plans are working out very well, professional and financial success, and using your resources wisely. So some of y'all might be taking inventory on ways, which I think everybody's in that energy at this point in time, looking at what's going on in the world with inflation and finances and just the economy in the U.S. at this moment, or just around the world. I think all of us are taking a deeper look into our pockets to see what changes can be made, how we can stretch what we have, how we can, when it talks about using your resources wisely, what we may have in our arsenal or inventory as far as resources that we're not even aware of, and what ways we can do some things to do some things differently to grow what we do have. Some innovative approaches. Sometimes it talks about, that's what I think that going within may be too, looking at new ways to do something. Sometimes it's taking a traditional approach, and sometimes it's taking an innovative approach to yeah, because you got this Eight of Pentacles that came out next, and that talks about studying and learning and getting additional information so that you can do something different in your financial space. So some of y'all, sometimes it talks about studying, getting more information is what I gather from this card essentially. So it doesn't mean you have to go back to school or anything like that. It just means, like I said, finding new and creative ways to build the life that you want, to create the life that you want. And keep in mind, y'all, that means one step at a time. One project at a time, one moment at a time, one step at a time. Okay? So this card says, take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. So whatever, this, like I said, is in Pentacles, so it could be related to finances. But even if that isn't, because as I'm doing this reading, I want you to keep in mind that these messages can resonate in any area of your life. So where do I need to learn more? If it's spiritual practices, if it's finances, it's building a business, if it's being promoted on my job, if it's having a better relationship with someone I love, my family, my children, my soul tribe, what can I do different? What can I learn? New about myself, new about others, new about whatever field I'm trying to improve in, you know? So that's what I take from that card. And then you have, leap of faith, moving forward. The Fool card. Well, going into the new year, if you think about it, the Fool's journey is the beginning of the tarot journey. It's the beginning of your spiritual journey. Because we're moving into a new year, the new moon will be on 1/11, January the 11th. So we think about 12/12. We had the 12/12 portal and the new moon on the same day. You got the 1/11 portal, new moon, same day. So I think that this is talking about, yes, moving to a new season, new cycles. All of us are moving to new seasons, new cycles of our life. But it is important when you look at this hangman, which is what your reading starts with, to go within, to take the inventory, and to make a plan. Get that extra information. Go within, pray, meditate, do whatever that is that resonates with you, and get the information you need on how to move forward on this next cycle of the journey. All right. It says, believe in yourself, listen to your heart, do what gives you joy. And this is also a season too when I feel spirit calling every single one of us. And some of you may also be feeling this pull in your heart, in your spirit, in your energy to just be your authentic self and to just surround yourself with people who exude that same energy. People who appreciate you and people who you can appreciate for who they are. No thrills, no frills, and I mean people who just like appreciate the essence of you. It doesn't have to be because you some famous person in a community, or you got certain type of degree, or you make a certain type of money, or you just you have certain place in society and all this stuff. People should just genuinely love you for you, whether you got that stuff or not. You know what I'm saying? So as you're moving forward, and Spirit is saying, believe in yourself. Believe in who you are. Love who you are. And as you move forward in that energy, you will attract more of the same. You will attract people who love you for who you are, who appreciate you for who you are, who celebrate you for who you are. And those are the people you actually want in your corner as you're growing, as you're learning, as you're becoming your best self. And like I said, as we're talking about it, everybody who's listening to this may be at different phases of their life. Some of y'all may be retired and not looking for anything financial. That's why I say apply this in parts of your life where it resonates. Some of y'all just want to enjoy life, and you want to enjoy life with the right people. So as you're moving into this new season, it's up to you to write the story, strength, to write the story on what you want that to look like. And Spirit is like, you have the strength to move forward. And some of y'all have had to be so freaking strong up until this point. You had to be strong for yourself. You had to be strong for others. And I think this card is not just a reminder to have strength, but a reminder to be aware of the strength that you possess. That's why when you look at it following this leap of faith, because it does take, to have faith, it takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of courage to be able to take a leap when you don't see where you're going, when you don't know what lies ahead, when you don't have all the answers. And Spirit just wants to remind you, be aware of how strong you are. Because I think a lot of y'all listening to this may not be aware of that. People may not tell you that, how much how strong you are, how necessary you are, how worthy you are of all the best things in life. But Spirit's like, when you don't get that from other people, you get that from us. Spirit is encouraging you. Your angels are encouraging you. Your ancestors are encouraging you. Because when you take that leap of faith, they are taking it with you. You got the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords to me often talks about people, it talks about release. Anytime I see swords, I'm thinking about cutting away of something, cutting things out and cutting things off. So when I see the 5 of Swords, it reminds me of, it talks about people who aren't the most ethical. People who are not a reflection of who you are, in essence, is what this card is talking about. And Spirit is telling you to be mindful of that. Like I said, what is it that, who are you? Who are you? What is it that you desire in friendships and partnerships and relationships and love in life? Spirit is like, be mindful not to continue to hold on to people who don't bring out the best in you, who don't represent the absolute best of who you are. That is why this 5 of Swords is here. Cut those people off. As you're taking that leap of faith, moving forward into your best self, your best season, Spirit's like, cut off everything and everyone that does not align with that. Everything and everyone that doesn't align with that. This card says, this situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome and consider taking an uplifting approach. Again, anything and anyone that does not serve you, it is time to detach. Detach, because you want to attract what is in alignment with who you are, and in alignment with what you deserve, what you worked for, you know. You got the Ace of Pentacles coming out, falling right under the King of Pentacles. So there's a new opportunity coming in that is going to help you get stable in your life financially. It's your lucky day, new resources. So you had to fall under the King of Pentacles, which talks about using your resources wisely. But then it's followed by the Ace of Pentacles, which says new resources of money, time, or support, a change in a job or promotion. And this falls right behind this Five of Swords, which talks about releasing and detaching yourself from what doesn't serve you. And when we talk about these lessons that we learn in life and talking about releasing, when Spirit is trying to bring you something new always comes in after something old goes out. Something old has to run its course, phase itself out so that that new thing can come in. So this could be, like I said, new resources. Like I said, for some of you who are retired, like, I'm not looking for no extra money, no new promotion, no job. I'm just trying to chill and enjoy life. This says new sources of money, time, or support. So this could be in any area of your life. And when we look at the Pentacles, yes, it's earth energy and it often speaks to finances, but it also talks about things in our material world as a whole. So anything that you're materializing in this 3D existence is what this could be referring to. So still giving gratitude. If you need more time to do what? Work on a new project, to get yourself together. You know what I'm saying? To stabilize yourself mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. To have support to help you move forward. A lot of times going to New Year, we do these weight loss endeavors, right? Okay, I need the support. I need the time to work out. I need the time to meditate. I need the time to pray. So Spirit's like, it's a new opportunity coming in that's going to allow you to have that. Okay? And it's followed by the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands always is a card that talks about, it's number one is Wands, is fire energy. It talks about passion. It talks about action. So it talks about standing in your power, claiming your personal power. That is what this card talks about. It says staying determined and moving forward. That is what this is saying. Keep moving forward. On this journey, there are moments when we have to stand still. When we do, is to do this hangman energy. Take perspective. Go within. Take a little time out. Get that guidance and direction from Spirit, but also move forward once that truth is revealed to us. The point of the journey is to move forward. When you talk about taking action, taking a leap of faith, that means somebody is putting something in motion. You are moving forward. And like I said, one step at a time, one task at a time, one moment at a time. Celebrate one thing at a time, right? You're taking a leap of faith, but you still have to walk out this life and enjoy that journey. The Spirit is saying, stand firm in your personal power, reclaiming that personal power, moving forward and taking an inventory and reminding yourself of how far you have come and how much you've actually accomplished thus far. Because I don't think we give ourselves enough credit for what we have actually accomplished either. Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles, you got a lot of Pentacles energy here. And like I said, as we're talking about this reading as a whole for every person who is listening, this is where we are in the state of the world right now. Everybody is watching their pocketbook. Like literally if you're not watching your pocketbook, you know plenty of people who are, right? So I think Spirit wants us to understand, yes, the material things and the things that materialize in this existence are important. They are. But you change those by doing that inner work, that spiritual work, and understanding that is where your provision comes from, right? The Four of Pentacles talks about having, when I see the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles specifically, I think about fear. And when it comes into the terms of what we materialize and how we materialize, fear of not having enough, fear of not being enough, fear of not being supported. The Four of Pentacles talks about that. The Four of Pentacles talks about to me, it alludes to scarcity mindset. It alludes to somebody who thinks, I'm not going to have enough to make it through the next day. I'm not going to have enough to make it to the next cycle, the next season, the next week, the next month. Focus on what it is you do want. The thing that what does that say? Well, thoughts become things, number one. And I always say that. But the thing you think the most about is what becomes the reality. And you can't keep telling yourself that I don't have enough, I won't have enough, I can't have enough. So we hold on so tightly that we don't even give space. And we hold on in fear at that, that we don't give space for anything else to come in. And it goes back to this Five of Swords, which is talking about cutting things off. That's mindset. That's not just people. It's mindsets, it's thought processes, limited beliefs, it's habits. Spirit's like, release all of that and flow. I keep hearing in my mind, flow, go with the flow, ebb and flow. That is what true freedom is. Because there are no hindrances. If you feel like you are blocked or held up within, that's what's going to end up being what becomes visible around you, right? So this card to me, underneath this leap of faith, this Fool card, Spirit is like, take a leap of faith and know that you will be provided for. The end of this card says, the beginning of it says, when you give, you also receive. So, like I said, ebb and flow, equal give and take. That is the simplest universal law. It's sowing and reaping, giving and receiving, right? So, with that being said, Spirit is like, as long as you're giving, and I mean giving to others, doing for others, and it's giving from your heart. And it's not going to have to be money all the time. It could be time. It could be support. And it could be money. It could be you sharing your resources with somebody else. So Spirit's like, when you do that, you constantly open the door for the universe to reciprocate. You still open the door for that to flow right back to you. So it's saying, don't hold on too tightly to people, to places, to things, to circumstances, out of fear that something better, it won't replace it. And I mean that across the board. People, circumstances, finances. There is always something better waiting to be received by you. So this is talk about spending too little, being too stingy, holding on too tightly out of fear, or spending too much. So either way it goes back to that hangman energy, taking the proper assessment of what we are doing and how we are doing it, and deciding how we want our future to look moving forward. Because you will be moving forward swiftly. Swiftly. You have the Knight of Swords. Fast movement, right? It says strong, committed, intellectual, diligent. And this falls right under the Strength card. And the first word on this card is strong, right? It says time to move quickly, choose logic over emotion, sudden changes. So Spirit's like, you don't have time to be stuck in any part of your life. They want you to move forward. Move forward because you have to. You have to. That's the only way you will experience what lies ahead, the good that lies ahead. I was talking to my sister this morning, and we were just contemplating myself, just about a lot of the loss I've experienced in my life with family, with friends. I'm going to take this card at the bottom, and then we're going to take the card at the top, and then we'll switch to a new deck. But just losing a lot of family, and using a lot of family over the years back to back. Like my mom and not my mom, but my dad and my sister passed away more than 10 years ago, but it was about 6 months apart when they passed. And, I lost two other sisters when I was younger, and they were both 21 when they passed away. And I was just like, what was it all for? And just Spirit was just pouring into me all these lessons about life and why people come and go in our lives and things like that. But Spirit was also telling me about time and how we make the most of the time that we have with the people we love. So ultimately, I feel like the message for any of us moving forward is, number one, to appreciate the people you have in your life. And the fact that life is too short to not be yourself. To be pretending for anybody else, to be putting on for anybody else, to not be your authentic self and enjoy who the hell you are. So as you move forward, Spirit is saying, no, you are beautiful, you are strong, you are capable. You can literally have, I know I say this all the time, you can have whatever you want. You really can. You can. But we have to be practical and we have to be sensible about what we're asking for. You can't ask Spirit to make you a multi-millionaire. And number one, you're not doing the work to get there. And number two, you ain't got no plan for what you're going to do when you get the money in the first place. And if you're somebody who's in an irresponsible space, like this four of Pentacles talks about, you just frivolously spending money, giving it out. Now, you're going to be broke again and asking Spirit to give you millions again for what? It's not going to happen. So I think this is a reminder for all of us, like I said, ask for what you want within reason. Be practical about it. You know what serves you best. You know what you can handle, But it's also a time to think about the fact that life is just way too short, y'all. These years are passing us by so quickly. This is a time to love and be loved. Everything you give, you also receive. So if you're somebody out here giving your love and giving your best to people and they're not giving that shit back to you, that is an indication to use your Five of Swords energy and cut that off. And welcome, ask spirit, give gratitude for the people who will come into your life, who are coming into your life. Because once you cut those people out, you're opening the door wide for spirit to allow those to come in who will reciprocate the type of love that you give, who will reciprocate the type of support that you give, who will reciprocate the authenticity that you give to yourself and to the world. It is a time to celebrate who you are and to be who you are and welcome people who celebrate that with you. That's the bottom line message. You got new beginnings here, which is the Judgment card that came out the bottom of the deck. Which, like I said, here again, we going into, you got that with this leap of faith, which is the beginning of the journey, the fool's journey again. And we go on many journeys in this one lifetime. You really do. Every season, every cycle, every phase is a new leg of the journey with new lessons, new experiences, new things to release, and new things to embrace, right? So it says, starting a new life, finding your purpose, a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. And it's crazy because the star card is this was on the bottom of the deck and the star card was on the top of the deck. Which the star card talks about success too. But the star card also talks about healing. Right? So it's crazy that it came out with this and it talks about a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. And here again, we're talking about the new year where we take an inventory. You started with the hangman position, with the hangman card, talking about taking inventory. And this message has been coming out a lot. I know for a fact with me, a lot of the messages Spirit gives me, our collective messages, is kind of the pulse of where we all are in the world, on the planet, perspective-wise. So this is, as you're looking over the past year, yes, look over with compassion and forgiveness for yourself first. And compassion and forgiveness towards others because they had to serve their purpose. Good, bad, indifferent. They had to serve their purpose for you to realize just how strong you are, just how capable you are, just how deserving you are. All right? So when you're cutting people off, you ought to be smiling. You ought to feel powerful and empowered because you're standing up for yourself and standing in your personal power with this 9 of Wands, number one. And you should be proud of yourself that you are strong enough and you're brave and courageous enough to stand up for yourself, live your truth, speak your truth, but then tell other people, yeah, no, I'm not taking that from you because I know I don't have to. I know what my value is. I know what I'm worthy of. And it's not less than what I'm giving. It's definitely not less than what I'm putting out. Okay? So the star card says a dream come true, believe in yourself, the end of a difficult situation. You have two cards here. You got this leap of faith card, which is the fool card that talks about believing in yourself. And then you had the star card that says that too. So I think the Spirit has you in this space where, yes, you are taking a compassionate review of the past. You are healing. You are releasing what does not serve you. And you are coming into the knowledge of who you are and what you are capable of. And I think when you think about that in the mind space, in the energetic space, I feel like as you're moving into this new year, it is going to, which is why we got all these pentacles out here, it is going to materialize. You're going to see yourself living in that energy outwardly more. It's not going to be just thinking it and believing it anymore. It's going to be, that's too many, y'all. I'm going to put them back. It's going to be, you actually, and you got the Fool card again. I would take that out. You got the Fool card twice. So that's just, like I said, that's just another confirmation that you are starting a new cycle in a new season right now. It says a leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. Yep. Yeah, you got a lot of unexpected stuff coming in, which is a great thing. Unexpected opportunities that's going to work out for your good. They always work out for your good. Then you got the 6 of Wands, success. And it falls right under this Ace of Pentacles and this King of Pentacles. Success. Moving forward. And like I said, it does not always have to be financial. It could be success in love. It could be success in loving yourself. It could be success in discovering your power and your strength. It could be success in releasing what doesn't serve you, healing, growing, discovering more about yourself. It could be in finances. It could be in whatever you want. It could be physically getting yourself in shape successfully this year, accomplishing that. So it's all about success. It is all about you. This reading, this life, this journey is all about you. It starts with you and it ends with you. When we're taking this leap of faith and we're taking this fool's journey through the tarot in real life, this is just not cards on the table. This is just a message from spirit to remind you of just how versatile and how diverse our life and our life experiences can be. But you are always the author. You are always the author of your story. You decide who the characters are that go along for the ride with you. You decide that. You have the power to do it. You absolutely do. All right. So as you're taking this journey, yes, you're going to experience. It doesn't matter how many cards we throw out here. Doesn't matter what falls out in the cards for you. It's all in the cards for you. Love, romance, happiness, truth. It's successful. When you think about the Nine of Pentacles, somebody who's successfully single and who may not want love and marriage and children and all that stuff. It's okay. Whatever you want to be in the cards for you, it absolutely is in the cards for you. It's just a matter of what route you take to get there. That's it. But you can and you will get there. This says victory. Good news is on its way. Public recognition and awards. So there is something great coming to you. It could be coming in the form of good news. It could be coming in the form of some type of financial opportunity. It could be coming in the form of some type of communication from someone else that you may be expecting. Be open to all of it. And you got that followed by when I split the deck with this leap of faith card, this fool card, this was on the other side, this King of Wands. So you have this King of Wands talks about passion, adventure, being self-assured. Yes, yes, yes. And it falls right under this Nine of Wands, which is more passion, more fire. But that self-assurance and knowing who you are, standing in your personal power, owning who the hell you are as you move forward, and loving that. Owning it and loving it. It says, in a sudden event that needs immediate attention, time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. So whatever this opportunity is that is coming in for you, like I said, it could be a person, it could be it could be an opportunity in money or something financial. It could be anything, but whatever it is, Spirit is telling you to think things through. Time is of the essence, but you don't rush and make decisions haphazardly is what they're saying. Because like I said, here again, you got this going within card with this this hangman energy at the beginning. So it is going to be a success, but take your time, think it through, and make a decision that aligns with you, right? And when we look at the King of Wands is usually somebody who is the energy that you get from the Queen of Wands too. People who just attract people naturally to me. People who's just their genuine self, their energy just attracts people naturally, whether you realize you're doing it or not, right? So to me, that goes back to standing in your personal power and understanding the influence you actually do have on people. You may not think that you have an impact on people around you, but you actually do. And people naturally want to be around you. So that's why I say when you're naturally being yourself, people like that energy. And they always want to be around that energy because it makes them want to naturally be themselves too. Nobody likes being on 24/7. And nobody likes being fake and phony to appease people, right? All right, you got balance, temperance here. It says the need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise. Wait for perfect timing. So you got two cards. So you got this card talking about time is of the essence, and you got this one saying wait for the perfect time. Think things through carefully. So like I said, there is something coming that's going to require a response from you. I mean, that's a given. Or it may kind of push you to a reaction. And I feel like Spirit is telling you not to react suddenly to whatever this is. It could be something that takes you out of your character too. But I feel like Spirit is like, no, pause to reflect. Think about what you want. Think about what you want to do moving forward. And this goes back to what I said earlier. Making that detailed plan, looking over this year and saying, okay, what do I want different next year? What do I want different? Like, what do I want this life of mine to look like moving forward? Who doesn't need to be here anymore? What doesn't need to be here anymore? Whether it's going on within myself or outside of me. What do I need to change? I think that's kind of what this is talking about. So when these opportunities, you have to set that standard yourself. You have to know what is right for you, what is best for you, what aligns with you, who is best for you, who aligns with you. So that when opportunities, once you define that becomes your gauge. That becomes your compass, right? For when opportunities come in, that is how you weigh whether those things are yes or no for you, whether they're a stay or a five of swords go for you, right? Whether there are things you need to hold on to or to release because they don't serve you. Once you define who you are, what you want moving forward, because you had a card out here talking about your purpose. This new beginnings, this judgment card talked about start finding your purpose and starting a new life. Once you define what that looks like for you, what that feels like for you, what that is like for you, that is where you start to say, okay, now I can make the decision I need to make because this aligns with me, but that does not. So this may be a season where a lot of y'all are going to get multiple offers, multiple opportunities to do something or to be with somebody or whatever. And Spirit is like, you got to make a real good assessment to see what's in alignment and what isn't, because we all know all that glitters ain't gold. It may be a job or a promotion, but it may put you out of balance. If you think about, okay, now when I say take inventory too, you're talking about balance here and temperance, which to me is patience and balance. It's also about, okay, if I get this financial situation that comes in, this promotion, this new opportunity, does it put me out of balance when it comes to my personal time, my spiritual development and growth, the physical goals and all? Does it align with all those other goals too? So you have to look at the whole scheme of things, the whole spectrum of who you are, because you are a very diverse individual, right? We are multifaceted beings. So does it align with everything? Yeah, then you got the Hierophant, and I just said that about spirituality. Making sure that whatever comes in has to align with everything that you are doing. You don't want it to work in one area, but you know it puts you way over in left field in another area. So I think as you're talking about this hangman energy and all these cards about going within and taking, because I'm telling you, you got like 3 or 4 cards out here that talk about taking your time to make your decisions. Taking your time to make decisions. And I often hear Spirit tell me, even though these cards say time is of the essence and wait for the perfect timing, there is no timing but divine timing. That is the perfect timing. So you don't have to rush to make a decision in love, in life, and money. You don't have to rush. Take your time and make sure whatever decision you're making in whatever area of your life is going to align with where you truly want to be, with who you truly want to be, right? So you got the Hierophant. It says traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organization, seek out mentors and like-minded friends. I think this speaks, and it talks about, this card has unity on there, and that talks more about, like I said, connecting with people who support you, who align with who you are and where you are going, right? And I don't mean people pleasers. I don't mean kiss asses, people that just tell you yes, they love you, they like you, just to be telling you that. Like, no. You know you got areas of your life that need to be worked. You want to surround yourself with authentic people, because authentic people will tell you the truth about yourself, right? And then you got the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups is always... It often talks about something from the past. Memories from the past, emotions from the past, people from the past. Here again, that goes back to this. Now this falls under this new beginnings, and this star card where it talks about the compassionate review of the past and healing energy and stuff like that. I think if there is something or someone coming in with a message or an offer from the past, Spirit is saying, because it's not giving me anything out here about what the message is going to be about or what it is. It could be, if you're talking about an opportunity, it could be an opportunity to do something that you've always had a desire to do. You just put it on the back burner and it's resurfacing now, and now you have an opportunity to pursue it, and you may be in a better space to do that. That's fine. The Spirit is also saying weigh the pros and the cons of it. If it's a person coming back from the past, a friend, a family member, an old flame, Spirit is saying review every single bit of the pros and the cons of that situation. And make sure, like I said, if you have already defined who you are and where you're trying to go in 2024, and that opportunity or that person doesn't align with that, then you know how to handle that. You know that that's something that I'm going to have to use this 5 of swords to remember to release and cut off, because it didn't serve me well then. And as I'm listening to the offer that's being made, it still doesn't sound like it's serving me well, right? It says memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, or romanticizing the past. Okay? I'll move these up so I can put a few more cards out here. But I just think this is, and when you talk about romanticizing the past, like I said, you are taking a review, a compassionate review of your past. So as you are doing that, and we're talking about moving into this new year, look at the past for what you've learned. And that's what that compassionate review of the past talks about. Looking at the past for what we have learned and the lessons it has taught us and how I can take those lessons forward. Okay? It's not to be looked at. I'm going to get a couple more cards and then we'll do some clarifying cards. You know, it's not to be looked at with regret and sympathy. And if people do come back from the past, or situations do come back up from your past that puts you in a certain type of energy, it's like, okay, then how do I release that energy? Yeah, you got the high priestess. So Spirit's like, you're going to know. You're going to know. You're going to know. You're going to be divinely guided on what decision to make, on what serves you and who serves you well. And they fell right under this this Hierophant, which is another card about spirituality. And then you got the King. Yeah, you got the King of Pentacles again. That was your second card coming out in the first place. Okay? So, when I think about that High Priestess being out here, like I said, I think that is spiritual guidance, guiding you on this whole journey as it is, but also guiding you in whatever this decision is that you're going to have to make. That's why you started with the Hangman, that going within. It says, listen to your intuition, have patience, consider carefully what you want before acting yes. That goes back to what I said about defining who you are, what you want, where you're going, what direction you're going in. And then you got these cards out here saying, hey, time is of the essence, a decision needs to be made. But Spirit is saying, yes, that's out here, but don't rush. Do not be a fool rushing in. Take your time, go within, seek spiritual guidance so that you know what decision to make that aligns with you. And then again, you got, like I said, the King of Pentacles came out here twice. So you got the King of Pentacles out here twice, and you got the Fool out here twice. It says a successful time. Confidently accept opportunities you're offered. The Midas touch. There's your answer right there. That's why I said some of y'all may have multiple opportunities, so you're going to have to really go within and see which one aligns with you. But Spirit says yes, but once it's time to make that decision, confidently accept it. Knowing that, hey, you can do this. You can make this happen. You can be that husband. You can be that wife. You can be that mother. You can be that father. You can be that supervisor, that boss. You can be the new employee at this job that you've been wanting for the longest. You can live a peaceful, successful, enjoyable life of retirement. No, if you have the opportunity to make those decisions and you know that everything seems like it's in alignment and you know it feels right for you, Spirit's like, okay, don't, like I said, the point is to move forward, to do it in confidence, right? Because there is an opportunity coming for you to be able to do that. All right, let me get one of these Archangel Michael cards. I haven't pulled one of these in a while. An Angel Prayer Oracle card. Let's see what messages we have. Thank you, Archangels, Ancestors, Spirit Guides. What additional messages do you have? Studying and learning. That goes along with this Eight of Pentacles here. Talks about learning something new. Thank you, angels, for allowing me to see that every day is a learning day. That's why I say it doesn't have to be you going back to school. It can just be, what have I learned in life up until this point? What I started journaling when we had the 12-12 portal about lessons that I've learned through different situations I've experienced. So I wrote down the situation, what I've learned from that situation, and why I give gratitude for what I learned. If you look over the course of your life, this is all about lessons, y'all. It is all about learning. And ultimately, you're learning more about yourself. You're learning more about yourself. What's good, what's challenging, what still needs to be healed, what you actually have that you can give to the world. That's all. That's all this is. It is your journey. It is your life. It is your light that you are shining and sharing with the rest of us. So that means you learn more about yourself. You learn more about others, and you learn more about what impact you have on others too. Okay. All right, let me get one of these. An Angel Guide card for you. Thank you, Archangels, Ancestors, Spirits, Guides. Ooh, oh, that's way too many. Way too many. So, I'm going to take this one instead. It says, yes, power and intention. standing in your personal power, setting the intentions for your life as you move forward, defining who you are, excuse me, what it is you want, right? And what aligns with that. What aligns with the direction that you are moving in. Let me move this over here. All right. I'm going to get you some healing oracles and some soul truth too. Thank you, Archangel, Ancestral Spirit, guys. What additional messages do you have for our viewers as they're moving forward in this new cycle and new year? All right, let's take these. So I usually take 4, but you got 5, so that's good. All right, so you got release. Yes. 5 of Swords, letting go of what does not align and what does not serve you. I stop fighting my fears and the hardships of life. I control my thoughts, live in the present moment, and accept each stage of my life. I work on what I have power over and put into God's hands what I can't change. I trust that everything will work out for the best. So we're talking about releasing, like I said, it's not just releasing people. It's circumstances, situations, and things that do not serve you, things that are beyond your control. Yes, allow divine, allow your angels, allow your ancestors, allow your spirit guides to take this journey with you, okay? Then you have attention. I am attentive to all that manifests within me. When negativity arises within me, I transform it into light, love, and hope. My love for others is unconditional. I forgive. My desire to improve is constant. And I am firm, brave, and hardworking. Yes, that is what I'm saying. Claiming your personal power. Honoring who you are. Knowing that you are capable. Knowing that you are strong. Knowing that you are making an impact in this world. We're always thinking that an impact means something grand. It doesn't mean that. You don't have to be standing on the stage in front of millions of people to contribute something impactful to this world. You don't have to be a multimillionaire to do that. You don't have to have a PhD to do that. There are things that you are meant to creatively and uniquely give to this world that only you can do. I can't do it. Even if you decide this lifetime you don't want to do it, I can't do it because I'm not you. And there are plenty of people writing books. There are plenty of people singing songs. There are plenty of people doing their dances and all this stuff. Nobody can do it the way that person do it. Everybody has something unique that they add to what they do, and that is themselves. There is nobody like you on this planet. That is why we need people to be their authentic selves. We don't need any more cookie cutter people, no more boring ass people. We need people to authentically be themselves, right? That is what you bring to the table. Nobody else can bring that to the table. You got harmony, which falls in line with this balance card here. It says, I open myself to the divine being within me. I am the image of God. Thus, I have the power to bring light into my life. I turn any darkness in me into something beautiful. In the absence of resentment, anger, and doubt, I find harmony. That is your energy. That is your mantra moving forward into the new year. To move into this year in harmony, in love with yourself, in love with life, in love with the embracing the new opportunities that are coming your way, because they are coming. Like I said, they don't have to be love related. They don't have to be financial. It's different for all of us. It's going to be different from all of us. What is that for you? Be excited about it. Be excited about the challenge. And I know that's hard to say, but be excited about those too, because that means it's bringing something out of me that I don't even realize is there yet. And it makes you stronger. It makes you better. It reveals to you more about yourself. You are constantly learning. Always learning about yourself. Challenges is one of the ways that you learn, right? It says self-love. Yes. Yes. Knowing your worth. Being excited about just waking up, loving you. Hair all over your head, no makeup. Who cares? Love yourself in your rawest form, honey. Okay? Male and female. It says, I attend to my needs by listening to my heart. My inner essence lets me know what is good for me. I respect my limits. I answer the request of my body and my soul. Thus, I learn to love myself. Yes. Give that time, that energy, that love to yourself, and what you have left, you share that with the world, right? And the last one is acceptance. How befitting. How befitting. Accepting life for what it has brought you thus far, especially as we're talking about moving to the new year. Accepting that these challenges had to come in my life so that I could realize my own strength, my own worth, my own value, my own abilities, my own capabilities. The fact that there are people who love me for who I am. There are people who support me in what I do. Always. I don't give a damn if it's 5 people. Everybody, and this the social media societal standard that because you got 5,000 friends on Facebook, them 5,000 people ain't your friends. We all got probably less than 5 people in our life that are genuine friends to us, that love us no matter what phase of the journey we are on, good, bad, and different. That is what this acceptance is about. Accepting yourself and surrounding yourself with people that you accept and who accept you in return, right? I accept every step that life presents me without resistance. I try to find out what the universe is trying to teach me so that I can grow. Thus, I advance in freedom on the path of life. This is what this reading is all about. This is what closing out the year is all about. Looking at that this year and taking into consideration everything that you've experienced all along, this whole way, right? This whole year. Good, bad, indifferent. Giving gratitude for it all. And taking the time to go within, taking that perspective, doing that inner work, connecting with the divine to say, okay, let me dig my heels in because I know I'm strong enough to do it. If you went through this whole freaking year, literally, if you are listening to this and you made it from the beginning of the year to now, you had to be strong. Because we went through a hell of a lot this year. A lot of changes have gone on in everybody's lives, right? But the fact that you are still here, you are still standing, you are still doing it. You are doing it whether you realize you're doing it or not. And that's the thing. Sometimes we don't think we're doing it. Okay, this says, what is the most limiting belief keeping me from what I want right now? Then we talk about some of the stuff that you're going to be releasing with this 5 of Swords is going to be limiting beliefs. It's going to be that scarcity mindset. So it says, what limiting belief is keeping me from what I want right now? What story are you telling yourself? When you think about your dreams, what is the first limiting thought that comes to your mind? If you are not living the life you desire, it's because a part of you doesn't believe it's possible. That goes back to all the stuff we said with this 4 of Pentacles. Know that you are a giver. Whether you're giving time, whether you're giving prayer, whether you're giving comfort, whether you're giving support, love, money, whatever it is you're giving, Spirit's like, you will receive it back. Don't hold on so tightly in fear thinking that it won't come back. It says today's soul action for you is say it's time to upgrade. Look your belief in the eye. Where did it come from? What new belief are you ready to adopt in its place? How will this change your results? Remember, your belief is the root of your result. Own it, heal it, upgrade it. And this flew right over here on power and intention. And we're going to leave it right there. Power and intention. And on this 5 of Swords, which talks about cutting. That's another sign. The Spirit's like, cut that out. Stop thinking like you're thinking, because that limiting belief is what's holding you back. Is keeping you from and sometimes when you look at this card that talks about a sudden event or immediate attention needed, time is of the essence. Spirit's like, sometimes you're holding up your own progress with these opportunities because you don't believe you are worthy of them. You don't believe you're capable of doing something. Yes, the hell you are. That's why that is why the opportunity is being presented to you. All right? That is why that certain person or people find their way to you. People, good or bad, people are attracted to your energy. And especially if you're a good person. Especially if you're a kind and loving person. But Spirit is like, you stand in your person of power and you're determining what goes and what comes and what stays and what goes. But you also have to believe that people are being attracted to you for a reason. You possess something that they don't possess sometimes. Or you possess something that, you possess a certain power or essence that people see in you that you don't see in yourself. So stop believing that you're not deserving. You're not capable. You definitely are. Okay? Let's give you a power of surrender card. Try to give you as much as I can while I have it. Let's give you a power of surrender card. Thank you, Archangel, Ancestors, Spirit Guides. Yeah. Surrender obsessive thinking. We had, I think on the bottom of this deck, I'm going to check it. I think that was the deck. On the bottom of it, you had the devil card, which does talk about obsessive thinking. Yeah, ego, the devil. You had that card on the bottom, which talks about excessive thinking, and then you have this card that says surrender obsessive thinking. This devil card talks about a false sense of entrapment. It's like being in your mind, thinking things about yourself obsessively, or thinking things about the situation obsessively that are not true. They become your reality because you create it by the way you think. It says being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. And I think that being overly thinking about, material things is because that's what we are. People are now, trying to get enough money to pay for bills and stay afloat and be able to feed their families and stuff like that. So I get that. But I think Spirit is also reminding you, release all of that to God, to the angels, and let them provide for you. Opportunities are coming in. Don't be so closed off in fear that you don't allow the door to be wide open in your heart and your mind, and you open that door by opening your thoughts to more positive outcomes and not obsessing over the negative, okay? The things that you can't control. It says, if you're obsessing about a person or a situation, turn the dilemma over to Spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem, okay? And that fell right on this Hierophant card here. Let's get you Spirit message. And then I will get you some angel numbers, and I'll get you a spirit animal card too. Thank you, Arcane Ancestral Spirits. Okay, I'm going to give y'all these two. You got, the first one you got was New Beginnings. New Beginnings. New Beginnings. You got that up here with this Judgment card. So you got New Beginnings out here twice, okay? Starting anew. It says everything in life is constantly vibrating and moving and therefore continuously changing and evolving. Be aware that a new beginning is on the horizon. Have courage and faith because right now life is trying to nudge you forward and move you in a new direction. Yes, 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 and yes. Okay? Do not be afraid. You have this Strength card out here that talks about being strong and being courageous. You have this Nine of Wands out here that talks about standing in your personal power, staying determined, and moving forward. Okay? You got this leap of faith out here twice. You got the Fool card out here twice saying take a leap of faith. But when you take the leap of faith, take the leap in faith too. Okay? On that note, the next card you got was believe. You got like 3 or 4 cards out here talking about believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. And when we talk about the power of spirit and divine and your angels, especially when we talk about the spirit of divine, that energy is in you. That's why it's like, yes, you can do and have whatever you want. The energy to do it is in you. The power to do it is in you. All of that godliness is in you. All of that Christ consciousness, that God essence, that universal essence, that magic, that magician, that shit is in you. You are it. That is what it is. Okay, so you have to believe in yourself. It's not coming from outside of you. You're igniting what's already there. You're igniting. When that person is connecting with her heart space, she is connecting on with her higher self. You go within to do that. Right? So it says, the force that works through your soul, determining what's possible or impossible. The difference between success over failure. And above all, who you are is the power of your belief. I'm telling you. You think it, you believe it, you can actually have it. Spirit, God, the universe would not give you these dreams, these thoughts, these ideas if they were not possible. If it were not possible for you to carry them out. Okay? I'm gonna get one of these healing spirit cards. These cards are usually heal. Let me see if I can get you a couple of these and see what we get. Let me do this. These cards are always tough for me to shuffle. Thank you, Archangel, Ancestral Spirit Guides. What messages do you have? Ooh. All right, let's take that one and this one. All right, I'm going to read these out of the book because these are usually good. I usually like these. Let's see what we got. You got, oh, you ended up with 3. Okay. Life lessons again. New beginning. New lessons. New cycle. I'm going to read this out of the book. And then you got life lessons again. You got your path may be bumpy, but this will alter soon. Okay? And then you also got There is so much more to you than you think. Ooh, these are going to be good. I'm going to read these 3, okay? Let's read these 3. Now, I'll make it quick, y'all. So this is card number 18. Card number 18 says life lessons again. Life lessons again. Okay? It says, you might grow to find that there are no actual right or wrong in this world, and that everything happens in order for a lesson to be learned. Now is a good time to remember that your spirit guide is helping you to understand your own life lessons, and you will soon come to know why you chose them this time around. You may wonder why you have given yourself such difficult tasks, but once you understand your lessons, you won't have to learn them again. Also, by learning them, you will give yourself power over the rest of your life. Personal power, learning those lessons. Yes, yes, yes. I'm telling y'all. I am telling y'all, you are embarking on the most powerful part of the journey. Because as you keep moving forward, you do get stronger. You do become wiser. You do realize just who you are and what you're capable of. All right, this one says your path may be bumpy, but this will alter soon. All human life must know highs and lows in order to grow. Life may appear difficult at times, but this is part of the bigger plan, and now is the time to stop and ponder. As big decisions should be avoided when the mind is clouded by indecision and the path ahead seems blocked. The wise spirit sages teach caution and patience when the road isn't smooth, and also remind us that laws are followed by highs and questions by answers. The answers are often the sign that show you when to take the next step at the crossroads and which direction to take. Nothing much can come from rushing. It's best to wait for a while before pushing forward with your plans. That is what these 2 cards are talking about. Yes, that time is of the essence, but to make pay attention to the details and don't just rush in and move forward. Actually consider what you are doing and where you are going, what you actually want. So that speaks to what we talked about earlier. And then the last one says, there is so much more to you than you think. Some people believe that they were born to be one thing or another, but others get a sense that there is more to them than just one aspect. Your mind and body are reaching out for new things and exciting experiences now. Guardian spirits are reminding you that you have many undiscovered gifts, and now would be a good time to allow them to come forward. It is a sin not to share a precious gift with the world, not to share your precious gift with the world. You're the precious gift. Remember, there is no such thing as coincidence. The signs that keep turning up in your life are all saying that the same thing. It's in you, so go for it. Didn't we just say that? It is in you. You are the light, my friends, okay? Let me get you one Divine Beloved prayer card here. Thank you, Archangel, Ancestors, Spirit Guides. What messages do you have for the collective here? Release. Release, and it says, I move in harmony. You had a card out here about harmony. And you got release and harmony here. It says, change me, Divine Beloved, into one who easily releases all that's ready to go. Let me move in harmony with your natural cycles. Yes. Is this not just a summary of the things we were talking about? Okay? Let me get you a spirit animal oracle. And I might read that one out the book. Let's just see what you get. All right, angels. And then we'll do your angel numbers. We'll do a couple of angel numbers. All right, you got 2. You got 2. So you got links. Keeper of secrets. Take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see other secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. That speaks again to going within to get those answers. That's that high priestess energy. That is that hierophant energy. That is that strength card energy, right? And then you have the white stag protector. You are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. That goes back to this high priestess energy here. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. Do we need to say anything else, y'all? Okay. Let's get you some angel numbers. Thank you, Archangels, Ancestors, Spirit Guides. What additional messages do you have for our beautiful collective as they are moving into this new year? 888. You are abundant, babes. Let me tell you something now. As you focus on all the wonderful things that surround you, you're clearing the path for more positive energy to flow into all areas of your life and creating a place for abundance. I'm not going to add anything else to these messages because all this stuff is doing is repeating exactly what we've been saying this whole time, okay? I really hope this is resonating with y'all and that you take something good from it. I might come over here and give you another message too once I get this one posted. And then you got 1212. We just moved out of the 1212 portal. 888 and 1212. Okay, so you got I am abundant. I am focused. Yes. Stay focused on your best possible future and remain optimistic throughout the entire journey. Your angels are right behind you as you turn your dreams into reality. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all, now this collective, y'all better do it because you're doing it. Spirit telling you. They got you. Then you got the number 18. I am kind-hearted. It says you are both open-minded and open-hearted, and your ambition is to leave this world better than you found it. Ensure that your goals are aligned with the collective need with the highest good of all. That's why I said when you're learning these lessons and you're moving through this season, these cycles of your life, they're not just for you. Yes, you take them all in, you realize what you've learned, but it's always meant for us to share it with the world, and nobody can share it with you. Nobody can share it but you, and nobody can share it like you, especially your own experiences. That's why I say everybody has a purpose. Everybody has something to give because everybody has a story. And no two stories are exactly the same. Similar, yes. Exact, no. All right? All right, hold on, y'all. Let me get this one, baby. Hold on. It says 444. 444. It says, I am protected. So I am abundant, I am focused, I am kind-hearted, I am protected. Trust your journey. Trust the way your life unfolds and trust that you are where you need to be at the present moment. I think I'm going to leave that at that. I'm going to leave it right there. All right, people. I hope that this resonated. If it does, do feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video.